Hey guys, welcome to the Savin Cheesy Show. We have Romeo here, special guest. Do you mind telling us about yourself?
My name is Romeo Helms, and I come to Cal State San Bernardino. I major in communications. I meditate as part of my practice. I do martial arts every now and then, and I work at the rec center with this guy.
Okay, what type of martial arts do you do?
I do Kahli, which is a Filipino martial arts.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, Filipinos don't really know where Kahli originated from. They do like to say that it originated from the first national hero, Lapu-Lapu, which is he's the man who slayed Ferdinand Magellan. Due to his fighting style and the use of swords and shields and compellants like that. But regardless of where the origins is, it is a national martial art for our people, the Filipinos, and it just originated. You might see it around in movies. It's in Green Arrow, the movie or the show. So it's they also call it the two sticks martial arts. When you see those two sticks or any kind of blade combat, those are majority of them are Kahli in a sense.
Awesome. You also said you meditate. What is meditation for those that don't know? Can you
Well,
describe it?
Meditation is basically trying to befriend yourself. You're not trying to meditate to be enlightened and high person. You're just trying to already be friends with who you truly are, because everybody is at a point. Can I speak about spirituality and stuff like that
Yes,
in
go
the show?
ahead, for free.
Okay. Well, we are spirits living in a physical experience. We are not humans living in a physical experience right now, trying to live a spiritual experience. So, in that sense, meditation basically helps tap into who you truly are, which is a spirit. And being a spirit, you are this wonderful and joyous human being that is basically the creation of your own world. So, what meditation does is that it helps you tap into your higher self. So, you can also do that by praying or any other type of means. But for me, meditation is one I truly have a desire to practice. And I also teach it at the rec center too, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So if you guys do want to get a feel of what meditation really is, that's what it is. It's essentially just trying to be the better of who you are, trying to be like relaxed, calm, stress-free, those kind of things.
Awesome. So meditation and your martial art, Kali, is that open to everyone to do? Or is it specific people, or is there a rite of passage? Anything like that?
Well, no, not at all. Meditation, you can just do it. We could be meditating right now if we want to. Meditation, you can do it anywhere at any time. A lot of different connotations, or a lot of people think that meditation is a sense that you have to clear your mind with absolute nothing. I mean, the mind's nature is to think about thoughts. That's why we have a mind. It's what it is. But what meditation does is that it lets you focus on something else different instead of the random thoughts that always occur in your head. There's even a meditation to where you can just think about your thoughts. That's another form of meditation. So when people hear meditation, they usually tie it into Buddhism and be like, "Oh, I need to be Buddhist in order to be meditating." But no, that's not the case. Like, it's a practice. Buddhism is a practice. So if you're in any type of other religion and you feel like you might be sinful if you were to do meditation, don't think that way, because it's a practice. It's not a type of religion. So there's no thing that you have to sign up or anything like that. There's many different forms of meditation. Shamanism, spiritual animals, those are also a form of meditation. As far as the Kali go, well, it depends on who you ask. If you ask an elder of my tribe or an elder of my village, then they're probably going to be saying, yeah, this art is sacred. Nobody should be able to learn this. But at the same time, we also want the world out there to know that Filipinos have something that we have kept so near and dear to us. So we're also okay to share that knowledge, because once that knowledge is gone, it's basically like cutting away an entire culture of who you truly are. Muay Thai, Kung Fu, or any of those other martial arts, it's basically a token of what culture is, and culture, like everything else, is the foundation to find out who you truly are.
Okay, awesome. You spoke about spirit animals. Can you describe what those are, and if you have any?
Yes, of course. I have 3 spirit animals, and spirit animals are essentially like spirit guides, but in a different practice. So usually when you hear spirit animals, it's from shamanism, to where my tribe practices the most in shamanism. And my spirit animal is a snake. Snake basically resembles rebirth and a great transitional of change in life. And
Is that why
also,
they shed skin?
yeah, the shed
Symbolism.
skin, because they also represents the rebirth aspect, and also healing because they also shed the skin. So I adorn myself with a bunch of snake. These are snake vertebrae. My tattoo has many different aspects of snakes. So um, each and every single spirit animal are different. There's a rat, there's a raccoon, whatever it is. Just because your spirit animal is particularly small, like let's say a beetle or a rat or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not as powerful compared to a bull or a wolf or whatever. But my main three spirit animals is snake, wolf, and eagle. So those are the three. Every time I do a shamanistic journey, those are the ones who always accompany me within my journeys. They're just basically guides to help you out find answers that you're seeking for. That's all it
What
is.
is the shamanistic journey? For those that don't know.
Shamanistic journey. So what it essentially is basically trying to project your spirit into a different world. As crazy as that may sound, but like essentially, like for example, like the Big Bang Theory, right? All the time the universe is always expanding constantly. So who's to say that if we close our eyes and imagine limitless possibilities and let our imaginations run through ourselves, through our being, who's to say that that's not also adding to the projection of the Big Bang? So essentially our spirits are traveling in this many different universes. So the basic practice of shamanism is you picture yourself in whatever it is that you want to be in. Usually for me, it's the most heaviest nature forest. So, because it's what makes me feel at peace, wherever your soul feels really clinged to. So when that happens, then you enter a passage into the ground, which is either a hole in the ground or a cave or whatever. But you enter that, and then you are in this wonderful meadow area. And so, essentially, that's where the shamanistic journey starts to happen. Whatever it is that you're imagining, it will happen. And some people may question themselves, like, is this real? Well, if it is, I mean, if it is fake, would you imagine it like that? Sometimes things pop up in your shamanistic journey that you're like, whoa, there's no way I could have conjured that anywhere else.
Right. Okay. Dope. So we also want to address the ideas of friendship and the warrior way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you address those two things, whether it be together or separately? How do you feel about the warrior way in the books you read versus friendship, and do you apply them together?
Well, I do and I don't. I think it's situational. For me, I take friendship a really serious thing in a sense that I have to study that person's character before I become friends with him. I respect you regardless of who you are because that's within my nature to do so. Because there's a big difference between showing respect and respecting that person. So right now, I'm showing you respect by being in the Sav and Cheesy show in a sense and being civil with you. But I do have respect for you as a human being because you are a friend of mine. And that took about 4 or 5 years for me to be like, all right, this dude's my friend. But for other people, they just throw the term friendship around like it's like throwing the word love around. You know, relationship, they say I love you many times, but sometimes they don't really mean it. It's just the warrior is basically, it's if you have a friend who is a warrior who follows the warrior's way, then you have that friend forever. So with that being said, the warrior definitely chooses who his friends will be because he's going to give 100% to that human being if whatever it is they need. If I would sacrifice my life for you in a sense if you were to be in any kind of danger. That's just how I am, and I would expect the same thing from you. That's why I had to study your character and how you are as a human being in order before we became friends. So that's why warriors and friendship, it's entwined, but friendship for a warrior is beyond a greater magnitude than what people think as friendship. There's friends for particular things, like you said, there's friends for basketball, there's friends for, like hanging out, stuff like that. Those are good, but you try to take them out of that area, then you feel uncomfortable around their presence because they're not as fun or they're as negative energy or whatever it may be. But a friendship for a warrior is they're good at every single aspect.
Outside of meditation and Kahli and reading your novels, what else do you like to do?
Well, I like to play video games, but That's hardly been
What's your favorite system? PS4, PS3?
PC.
PC. You're a
Master.
PC gamer.
Yes,
Okay.
I am a PC gamer.
Why did you choose that one?
I used to start off as PS4 back when I was, in high school, but then eventually I converted to PC due to my brother. My brother, he has a PC, so I eventually started studying that, and then I just saw like there was better graphics and better everything. So, but don't get me wrong, consoles and everything like that also have their perks that PC does not. But it's just opinions. We've been together for many years now, and it's a different bond in a sense. It's not like the stuff that you see in this country or in this culture.